So I just got a brand new television that I absolutely love. But before I get to that, I wanted to talk a little bit about my buying experience and the installation experience with the so-called Geek Squad from Best Buy. Now, before we get started, we have to say it. This is not a sponsored video. I feel like we always have to say that. So just a little backstory, our basement downstairs is our kind of family and TV room. We only have a television in the kitchen, which is a frame TV. I made a video about the frame TV actually. And the only other place that we have a television is our little humble movie room in the basement. And this is where I have my 7.1 surround sound. We have a subwoofer, a comfortable couch, and I love watching movies here. Now, prior to this big TV purchase, the TV that was there was not too bad. It was a 65-inch LG U8009er, something like that, LED. And it was a decent TV, but it only had a few dimming zones, I don't know, like 6 or something. And what that meant was that there was tons of blooming. Anytime there was a logo that was like loading, the screen would left and right go from bright to dark. It was just incredible. And then any subtitles would be just brighten up the screen. It was so distracting. I think I was the only one that noticed it, but an upgrade was necessary. Now, the TV I decided to bless my movie room with was the LG G3.
Yes, sir.
Help! This was one of the top TVs in 2023, last year. So the prices have been slashed. It has a good, track record. I already had an LG. I knew how to work the, the little Wii remote thing. But my heart was actually set on the Sony A95L, which was way more expensive, a little brighter, colors probably a little bit more accurate and vibrant. But in the end, the best bang for buck for what I was looking for, 77-inch, was the LG G3. By the way, there was one video by Caleb, Digital Trends, that made a big impact on me, and it was, should you get a TV that's bigger and a little less of a performer, or should you get one that's smaller and a better performer? And he actually gravitated to the larger TV, and that made sense to me. At the store, I tried to stand at the right distance at the smaller ones, and the big ones, even if they were LEDs or mini LEDs, they were just so much more impressive than a tinier OLED. I'm totally happy with my choice of the LG G3. Now, before we talk about the TV, let's talk about the Geek Squad. Let's start with, I totally know why Best Buy is completely still in business. You could pick up this TV at Amazon and have it at your doorstep the next day. I also could have purchased it from B&H. I have a B&H credit card called the Paybu card, and B&H pays the tax for you. You could save hundreds that way, and I've saved thousands on gear doing that. So Best Buy offered the same price as the other places, free delivery, free installation, so I don't have to do anything, find someone to lift the TV, do it incorrectly. So that was the big perk right there, free installation. And then they also threw in a free stand because the LG G3, believe it or not, doesn't come with a stand. They threw it in for free. Not to mention the peace of mind that if there's something wrong with the TV, you don't have to like repackage it, ship it out back to the retailer. You can, have someone pick it up. Like the Geek Squad would actually pick up the TV and bring a new one if there was something wrong with it. Total no-brainer. So I scheduled delivery, and delivery was like a week later, which kind of was an eternity to me. When you want something right away, when you're so used to like prime shipping. But I had to wait a week for it. The other thing is I tried to make everything as easy as possible for when the Geek Squad arrived. I wanted everything to be ready. So the first thing I did was I created a cutout, a template using photographic paper, like background paper, of the LG G3 size. By taping it to the wall, this allowed me to figure out what height I wanted the TV at. Anyway, I stared at this piece of paper until I felt everything was perfect, the perfect height that I needed. Next, I mapped out all the connections I needed through, from the TV to my receiver, Ethernet to Ethernet switch, So I made a little diagram explaining exactly which cables I wanted to go through the wall. Then I bought these little cable labels. They're like these Velcro cable labels so that I would label everything. So when the Geek Squad arrived, they would see which HDMI cable goes to the Xbox, which one would go to the Roku. And that way there wasn't kind of like I would know, they would know. So everything was labeled. I'll put a link to these little cable ties as well. And then the Geek Squad arrived. Geek Squad. I gotta admit, I was a little disappointed they weren't like, you know, stereotypical geeks. They were like regular guys.
How many of these you do each day?
Depends. It can be 2, 3, 4, 5.
Okay.
Him about 2, us about 4 or 5. Flags and anchors?
Yeah. Or if you just have short legs.
I have short legs.
And then you can
have
just
short
go.
legs.
Yeah, that's what I heard. You guys should record yourselves, man, and just like do your own TikTok thing. It's gonna go beyond, I think.
Yeah, but I'm saying you want.
Oh yeah,
For the center. So it'll be
Center
a
of the
little
wall.
here.
exactly. Gray to gray.
So
Yeah.
Look at these cameras. They're so tiny now.
I know.
Do you know this guy?
No.
So if I touch your face, hold on. It's good. See, feet. Now move around.
I can wait.
Check that thing
Yeah.
out.
So when you guys do your show,
Wow.
That's pretty cool though.
apparently we're doing 5 laggies. I don't know what that is, but 4 laggies
4 laggies.
recommended.
Lag bolts.
Oh, lag bolts. They call them laggies.
We usually use this video from Costa Rica to display the TV for the.
Oh yeah, that's
It's-
famous. Yes, I know that one.
Yeah.
With the,
He's like, how come my TV never looks like the one in the store? I'm like, let me just show you.
Yeah.
And we'll put that video and I'm like, oh wow, this is great.
Yeah,
And then you want the Ethernet ring up too.
that'd be great. Yeah.
Okay.
We granulate so much. There you go.
Take that to come up a couple.
Yeah.
couple.
Look, unless the level's off.
Damn bubble.
Put it on the ceiling.
Oh, you can tell those.
Yeah, it's off.
The ceiling's off, yeah.
So shiny. Oh my gosh. Don't put French.
English.
He did.
Sound English.
No, it's not.
Yeah, he did. That would be a good prank, right?
The last thing we take off, so fingerprints.
100.
Look at that.
Now you can actually see the true blackness of that.
Help!
That looks really good, man.
I forgot the plastic was on. Looks even better.
Wow.
They then ran all the proper cables through, they hooked the TV up, and then they set it up. They actually turned the TV on and get rid of like the soap opera effect. They set it to filmmaker mode or the best mode to give you the best picture. And like, I know all this stuff because I'm a techie, but I see that as a great service for most people. I go to so many people's houses and their TVs look terrible. Like it's on vivid mode and it's kind of has the soap opera motion effect. Most people don't know how to turn any of that stuff off. So it's great. They actually do that for you. Overall, I was completely satisfied with the Best Buy buying experience, and the Geek Squad did a fantastic job. I tipped each of them. Make sure you tip your Geek Squad, especially if you're getting free installation. And they did an amazing job. They get rid of the box. They take the box away, which is another thing you don't have to deal with recycle night and this huge box that you have to break down. So it's just super easy peasy, and we've gotten to enjoy the TV. Fantastic. The LG G3 is just beautiful. The first thing I watched was Top Gun. We watched also like Ratatouille. I've just been rewatching everything with brand new eyes. So I will say that the one negative is getting used to that the black levels are a little too black sometimes. With the LED, if you're watching like Raiders of the Lost Ark, it kind of has that film look because the blacks aren't that black. But with an OLED, sometimes it's a little too crunchy. So you do have to raise the blacks on some of the modes or it's just too dark. Anyway, that was super fun. Thanks, Geek Squad. I'll see you guys next time.